What's good? It's your boy JayThat'sMe. Let's get into NXT from June the 18th, 2024. A pretty okay show for the most part. So we kicked the show off with the first match of the night. It was the 25-man Battle Royal. There were guys from Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and two guys from TNA popped up. Frankie Kazarian, who's worthless and useless, and my boy, the homie, Hendry. So he got a really good reaction. Sadly, he was the first one to be eliminated. The final four came down to Tyler Bates, Frankie Kazarian, Dragon Lee, Shawn Spears, and Javon Evans. Those were the final five. Javon Evans ended up winning the match, which was great. It makes sense. I'm so glad that Shawn Spears and Frankie Kazarian, they didn't win, because I would have burned my television to the ground if that would have happened. Moving on. So Fallon Henley, she takes issue with Carly Bright, thinking she's entitled to a women's North American championship match. If anyone deserves a title shot, it's her. Carly says that Fallon Henley has dropped the ball at Battleground. And then the rest of them start to argue, which was Ren Sinclair, Finley Reese, Carmen Petrovich, and Sol Ruka. They all, just start arguing. It is what it is. Moving on. Roxanne Perez, she didn't like the fact that the way that Lola Vice was looking at her championship last week. Lola said that she's not coming for Roxanne Perez's title just yet. She's focused on going through everyone that stands in her way, including the four women in their tag match. Lola asked Roxanne Perez if she can handle the heat. Roxanne says she doesn't trust Lola or anybody in the division. Roxanne wants Lola to just handle business. So this was a nice little segment. I like it. I'm a fan of both women, Roxanne Perez and Lola Vice. Moving on. Andre Chase, he says that Ridge Holland represented Chase U very well in the Battle Royal. Riley Osborne is not there to acknowledge Ridge's performance because he's in the UK. Thea Hill gives Ridge an official Chase U shirt. The Good Brothers start poking fun at Chase U. Ridge went from a brute to a nerd. Andre Chase says that if they have a problem with Ridge, then they have a problem with Chase U. Luke Gallows says that Chase U wants none of this, and they proceed to call Thea Hill a kid. And then they walk away. Alright, this is okay, but what's the end goal to all of this? Anderson and Gallows, they suck ass. And what's the plan with Chase U? Like, what the fuck's going on? I have no idea. Moving on. So, Roxanne Perez and Lola Vice, they defeat JC Jane, Jasmine Nix, as well as Jakara Jackson and Last Legend in a pointless triple threat tag team match. I have no idea why this was even on the show. This is a waste of time. I don't know why Shawn Michaels booked this, but it is what it is. I get it. It was from last week's brawl that happened, but we didn't really need to make a match out of it, if we're being honest. Moving on. Well, actually, no. Post-match, Roxanne Perez, she hit Lola Vice with a spinning back fist, and she shoved her. So I'm guessing Roxanne Perez is going to be the heel, which she has been doing pretty decent in that role, and Lola Vice is going to be the babyface, which is great. So Lola Vice being a babyface kicks ass. It actually makes sense, and we'll see where this goes. Pretty sure it's going to be her and Roxanne Perez at Heatwave. Moving on. So Ava, she congratulates Javon Evans on winning the Battle Royal. Javon Evans, he's grateful. So Ethan Page, he storms in. He starts complaining about Oro Mensah's constant attacks. Ava says she kicked out Oro Mensah out of the building. And then Ethan Page says maybe Oro should have been just kicked out of the company entirely. He never got eliminated in the Battle Royal. So Javon Evans starts laughing at Ethan Page. Ethan Page calls Javon Evans a punk-ass kid. Javon Evans asks Ethan Page if he has another match with him tonight. So Ava makes the match official. She likes the sound of that. So that's fine. It makes sense. Moving on. Sol Ruka, gives Kalani Jordan some encouragement about her first title defense, which was great. Kalani Jordan defeats Michin with the help of Out the Mud, Miss Sexy Ass Data Parker, and the other two guys. They help her defeat Michin, aka Mia Yim. She wins via the RBD split-legged moonsault, which was good. This is kind of a weird position to be in. The fact that she can't win her first 2 or 3 title defenses clean by herself, that's not a good sign, but it is what it is. Again, I'm standing by the fact of the matter is I think she'll probably lose at Heatwave. I don't see her being champion past Heatwave. I just don't. It wouldn't make any sense. She's gonna cock that belt up to either Fallon Henley or Jasmine. I mean, not Fallon. Either Fallon Henley or Jason Jane, or maybe even Jasmine Nix. I don't know. We'll have to see. But we all know that Kalani Jordan's gonna be a transitional champion. Let's just be honest. Moving on. So Kelly Kinnaid, she's backstage with Ethan Page. Ethan Page says that he's still in the Battle Royal because he never got eliminated. He claims that Trick Williams didn't beat him, and it's best because of Ora Mensa. Ethan Page says that he's back on track, and he has business to handle. He'll run through Javon Evans tonight. He's coming for Trick Williams in the NXT Championship. And when it comes to Ora Mensa, the next time their paths cross, he's making a promise to deal with him. Okay, that makes perfect sense. It's kind of bizarre that Ethan Page is in 3 feuds at once, but I guess this is what Shawn Michaels wants to do. Kind of weird, though. Kind of weird. That's a little bit too damn much. I mean, you could easily pay off the Ora Mensa feud on television, if we're being honest. Moving on. So, Izzy Dame, who is apparently Charlotte 2.0, Charlotte Flair 2.0, she had a really good vignette. She played volleyball and everything else, and she's just looking to cause destruction on NXT. Okay, I dig it. Pretty good shit, but she looks just like Charlotte. If we're being honest, I'm like, damn. Continuing on. So Axiom, he's not happy that Nathan Frazier competed in the Battle Royal without telling him. Nathan Frazier wants to know why Axiom wasn't in the Battle Royal to take advantage of the opportunities that are presented to you. Axiom reminds Nathan Frazier that they're tag team champions and that he shouldn't be glancing at the Heritage Cup title. So, is being tag champions not good enough for Nathan Frazier? That comes from Axiom. There's a tag team turmoil match that's taking place next week. So, Luca Cristofano joins the conversation after what happened in the Battle Royal. The Don's going to be giving Nathan Frazier a shot at the at the Heritage Cup Championship next week. And then he signs the contract. Okay, that's fine. Interesting. Moving right along. Obafemi. Obafemi's the man. I love Obafemi. He will be a future NXT champion, mark my words. He kicks ass. He's literally going to be the future of the WWE. The guy's so damn good. So basically all he said in the promo was the fact that he wanted more competition. He's beaten so many guys and stuff in triple threat matches. Who's left to take the title? I mean, who's left? Who can take this title from him? So Wesley comes out. Wesley says that it's him. He's the only one that can basically do it. And that's his title because he worked for it. And then Wesley said that you have guys like Big E and myself, JayThat'sMe, saying that you're their favorite superstar. And then basically Wesley said he just wants him one-on-one over Femi. So Obafemi makes a deal with him saying, sure, he'll give him the match and everything else, but if he loses, that's it. So this is Wesley Lee's final shot at the title. If he loses, it's all over. So that makes sense. I'm actually down for this. Sign me up. This is gonna bang. Let's go. I'm a fan of both guys. I prefer Wesley to be with a faction, aka, like the Rascals. I wish they were there. But that's how Wesley is served best, when he's with the Rascals. Wesley by himself just reminds me of a kind of a cooler Ricochet. And he probably is going to be the new Ricochet now that Ricochet's gone. So that's probably what will happen. Because Ricochet's AEW bound, guarantee you. But this does give Wesley the opportunity to be the new Ricochet. Plus, he's like 10 years younger. So, yeah. But, if Obafemi does lose to Wesley, does Shawn Michaels automatically want to put not Oro Mensah, but Obafemi up against Trick Williams so early? Remember, Trick Williams has only been champion for about maybe 2.5 months. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. Continuing on. So, Hank and Tank, they basically want to challenge the No Quarter Catch crew. The New Catch Republic. My bad. Who gives a damn? I'm getting so many of these factions mixed up. Moving on. Speaking of the No Quarter Catch crew, Charlie Dempsey, he's out next. He's still acting crazy and everything else. He's trying to recruit Tavion Heights to the No Quarter Catch crew. So basically, he's going to have to take on Damon Kemp, and if he wins, he's a part of the faction, which is great. This makes sense. I love what they're doing with Charlie Dempsey. This is good. This is really, really good stuff here, and I'm actually down for it. Moving on. So, NXT Anonymous, they showed a clip of Gallus being taken out by Tariq and Tyson because they were complaining about Wesley getting another shot at the North American Championship. Who cares? I mean, why is Gallus even there at this point? Like, what's their MO? Seriously. I don't know. Again, I've said before and I said again, Gallus is best served for being in like TNA. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. Because they're not going to do anything on the main roster, and they aren't doing anything now in NXT. They just aren't. They're just bodies just there just to be there. So, like, why would anybody give a shit about them? Moving on. So, Fallon Henley, she defeated Carly Bright. So, that's fine. Not really all that important. She wins via the Shining Wizard. Also, Wendy Chu came out and she beat up some girl called Kendall Gray, which is kind of weird. I don't know why. Like, why do they have all these weird, crazy pop type of names? That's kind of weird to me. That's what it seems like. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know. But this is fine. I like what they're doing with Fallon Henley. Moving on. Eddie Thorpe, he says he didn't get the results that he wanted in the Battle Royal, but he's happy with his performance. Eddie Thorpe still has his eyes set on championship gold. Who gives a shit? Can we just send Carl Fredericks back to New Japan? Or if they won't have him, put him in TNA. Like, come on. I don't understand why Shawn Michaels is trying to push Eddie Thorpe. He just doesn't have it. No disrespect, but it's just the truth. You can take it or leave it. Moving on. So, Trick Williams catches up with Javon Evans in the trainer's room. Javon Evans is not fazed by Ethan Page's antics. Trick Williams says that Ethan Page doesn't belong to NXT, and he'll always be considered an outsider. So, Javon Evans says that he's going to do what he has to do get a dub, and then fight Trick Williams for the title at Heatwave. Trick tells Javon to take care of business, and then they dap each other up. Okay, that's fine. All right. Chase U, they defeat the Good Brothers via a roll-up. So I believe that Duke Hudson grabbed the tights, and apparently Andre Chase is furious about this. I don't know why. Moving on. So Ava Raine, she congratulates Kalani Jordan on her first ever successful title defense. There's a long line of women standing in front of Ava's office looking for an opportunity. Kalani Jordan says that she knows someone who deserves a title shot. She doesn't complain. She doesn't think she's owed something. Ariana Grace then joins the conversation. Ariana Grace says that it's not good to talk behind people's backs. Grace assumes that she's getting the title match. Kalani Jordan mentions that Ariana Grace wasn't on her mind, which was funny. She wants to fight Sol Ruca. So Ariana Grace says that Sol Ruca is not. My bad. Sol Ruca is a nice enough girl, but she doesn't carry herself like a champion, like Grace does. So Mr. Stone says that Grace should prove her worth by fighting Sol Ruca next week, which is interesting. I love Ariana Grace. She's so good. She's super good. She's great. She's excellent. I'm digging what she's doing. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Sol Ruca and Kalani Jordan at Heatwave. So I'm down for that too. Main event of the evening, Ethan Page defeats Javon Evans. And then post-match, Sean Spears came out. Trick Williams was on commentary. He was good. So Sean Spears beats up Javon Evans. And then Trick Williams makes the save. And then Javon Evans hits a little cutter to take out everyone. So, and then all four guys are on the floor crawling towards the NXT Championship, which means they're probably going to do a Fatal 4-Way at Heatwave, which is fine. I know some people wanted it to be Trick Williams versus Javon Evans at Heatwave, just a one-on-one match, but really and truthfully, you can do a match like that on NXT television. So, I mean, I get why Shawn Michaels is doing it. It actually does make sense. I'm not a fan of Fatal 4-Ways at all. I'm just not. It just seems like that's the safe route that they're going to take. And once Trick is done with this, is he going to feud with Ethan Page going forward or what? Because I assume that Ethan Page is going to be the main one to take the championship off of Trick Williams. When that will be, I have no idea. But that seems like the direction that Shawn Michaels is going to go in. But all in all, NXT was okay. It was kind of weak. It was on the weaker side this week. Still good, but it was, it was okay. I liked Joe Hendry showing up. That was cool. They're building Heatwave up pretty well. They've probably got one or two more matches that they're going to add, and we have 2 weeks left until the event. And it seems like Heatwave is going to be a must-see show. But what did you guys think of NXT? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.